Hi everyone and welcome to Homerino Collectibles, where today I'm going to be doing something a little different. This isn't just a normal Marvel Legends review, this is a comparison between a real figure and a knockoff fake figure. In this case, they're actually extremely similar and you might not know which one is which. But first up, in case you don't know, if you're not a Marvel Legends collector, this is the Marvel Legends Toy Biz Series 6 Deadpool. The little green thing next to it is called Dupe. And if you want to see a close-up, full-on review of the actual figure itself, there'll be a link on screen now, and in the description I have already reviewed the figure. This is mainly going to be basing on the comparison of colours and whatnot, and any differences that I noticed between the two figures. So, a standard Series 6 Deadpool can run you, if it's out of box and without accessories, it can be really cheap. If it's got all the accessories on it and it has, the harness, especially if it comes with dupe and the figure stand and like the comic book poster thing that it included with, then you're looking at around about 80, 90, 100 pounds on eBay, so a little bit more if you're looking at dollars. That's kind of the average going rate. Now, yes, that is expensive, and it is way too much money than what the actual figure is worth, but that's the price of it. So now, there's a lot of people that, message me on, like my Marvel Legends unboxings and stuff and say, oh, I can get this figure for such and such price and such price. That's way too much. And, well, fair enough. If you have a flea market or a secondhand store or wherever that sells these awesome stuff near you, well, a lot of us don't, and we have to pay whatever we have to pay to get them, and that is the going rate of this figure, unfortunately. If it's in box, it's going to be a hell of a lot more than that. The other one on the screen, on the other hand, is actually going between 20 and 30 pounds and comes from China. It doesn't come in a box. It comes with all the accessories, but it just comes in like these bags and stuff, which are really handy for action figure collectors. But it was actually posted in one of those like bubble wrap jiffy bag things, and it was came in perfect condition. So there's no problems with shipping or anything. But I'm sure you're dying to know which one is the fake, and it is the one on the left, if you haven't already guessed by now. So first up, let's look at Dupe. The green is almost exactly the same. The eyes, these are just like, this one's just facing over to one side a little bit, and it doesn't have as much black around the eyelids. The yellow and the red is a lot more vibrant, but they both have the same articulation in the hands. They both have the little hole in the bottom. The bumps seem to be a bit less defined on the fake than on the real one, but apart from that, they are exactly the same. So Dupe, you're perfectly fine on the fake one. It also comes with a Toy Biz flight stand, which is fantastic because it's clear. If you actually buy an actual Toy Biz figure, a lot of them will have yellow flight stands because they've been left in the sun for 10 years, whether it's mint in box or if it's second hand. So that's fantastic. And it also comes with an adapter on the end, so you just slot that over the back, and then you can use it as a cradle as opposed to just just having it with figures that have pegs in the back. So that's a lot better than a Toy Biz stand that you would get with the regular one. Now, as for the actual figures themselves, basically the molding is exactly the same. It has the trademarks and everything on there on the inside of the legs, so it is exactly the same mold. Basically, they are actually molded in the same red. It's just that the one on my left, the fake one, has a ton more shading, so it looks darker, but the actual red in places that you can't see shading is actually exactly the same. So yeah, it's just a slightly darker version. I actually really do dig the colour scheme. You get the lighter green on the grenades, you get a lighter red on the belt there, which isn't painted perfectly, but whatever. But other than that, it is basically exactly the same. This one, the articulation on both is exactly the same. If you want to see that, you can watch the other review. This one has a little bit more though, because as well as rotating up here at the calf, it actually rotates at the foot as well. So there's even added articulation. That is just an extra thing that one didn't have. And seeing as this gun just fell, let's go ahead and compare all of the weapons. Let's go ahead and take this guy out. The only difference between the AKs is that the brown is a slightly darker brown, not by much at all, and it doesn't have the silver right there on the inner part of that slide. Everything else is exactly the same. They all attach to the backpack and everything in the same way. Let's have a look at the Psy and compare those. I'm probably going to use these sides with the Electra that I have, but the silver is much shinier. It looks a lot better, and it's not just because it's newer either. This is actually the same on all the Deadpools that I have. So yeah, it's just I actually feel that these are better than on the originals. We have the pistol. Let's go ahead and pull that out. Again, the difference with the pistol, it does not have the silver detailing on the barrel. So moving on to the swords, we have a bit of bad paint right here. It's just moved over to one side on those diamonds on the sword, but over on here it's fine. But let's go ahead and take this one out and compare it to the actual one. As you can see, I mean, the paint job's cleaner just because it hasn't been in and out of the sheath over these years, so this one is a little bit dirtier anyway, but you can see that they are basically exactly the same. So I have to say, the plastic quality and everything is the same. I mean, I can't tell any difference. There's not really much difference in weight or anything. You do actually still get the interchangeable head as well. I almost forgot about that. Real one on the right, fake one on the left. It's just the slightly darker brown on the eyes. We have a slightly darker skin tone, but other than that, they're exactly the same. So I definitely think that you should go ahead and pick this up if you don't already have a Toy Biz Deadpool. And if you're a bit like me and you like having more of them for different displays, and also at least having two, with having the interchangeable head on one of them at least, it's great that you can just pick a second one up just to put that head on if you want to. But I definitely recommend that you go ahead and pick these two figures up. Like I said, if you want a proper review of this Deadpool, then go ahead and check out the link that's in the description now, and you'll see the full-on review of this figure right here. And if you want to see the review of the latest Deadpool from the Juggernaut wave, go ahead and click on the link that's on the screen right now and in the description below. So, thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give it a like. And if you want to see more pictures of anything else from my collection, I am actually right now changing around my displays. I've bought some more shelves for the bookcases that you always see in the videos behind me, and that will be sorted tonight, so I'll be posting some pictures up of that. Then check out my Instagram, Homerino123, and the link is in the description below as well. And if you want to see more Marvel Legends reviews, go ahead and subscribe. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time.